Welcome to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T. Tonight we're reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 6, Episode 30. Lord Jesus, we almost done. We almost to the end. D, tell them what to do.
Smash that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I need to show you something. And almost Happy New Year's.
And what?
This is what I got for Christmas.
Child, they ain't ready for all that. They ain't ready.
You did it already.
They ain't ready.
Just,
They're not
just
ready
because
for
I
your
said that
fly.
on the camera does not mean you have to repeat what I'm saying.
What?
You heard me.
Child,
All right.
we over still in Houston. We on team building. They over there doing the free fall thing, and honestly, everybody's kind of getting along. Tisha and Stormy go first. Tisha want to act like she don't trust Stormy to fall. Now, girl, stop. Mel asked these people not to put her up with
And
Martell,
this
but
is
what
what
they
I'm talking
do.
about. Watch that damn nail. Because she told y'all, and you first thing you did. This the first episode. Why are we doing this anyway?
I don't know. Cause the team don't need building.
No.
The team needs dissolving. That's what the team needs.
So if I know we were doing couple therapy, if I knew,
Why am I here? What you asked
why
me
am
to
I
be
here? Did you
for?
tell her that before she came? Because she clearly told
There's a
you
lot
she
of
didn't
things she
want.
didn't say before she came, but Mel didn't even fall for that. She fell on the floor and she let Martell fall on the floor. Cause why? We don't care. Like I said, she said she didn't want to do that. And they were both like, no, we're not gonna do that. They partnered up Courtney and Marceau and back to Tisha and what you call it again. Everybody, like I said, everything was going okay, and then here come Kiki. Hey, y'all, I'm here. It's like, why is she entering the building like that? Because nobody was happy to see her.
Because she's annoying like that.
Oh my God. I just was like, I was not Team Kiki during this episode. Very, very seldom in my team, Marceau and Tisha, but I was with them 100% this time. Now, Nell, okay, she trying to explain like how everything happened and why Kiki is there. And she's like, Kiki, do you have anything to say? And Kiki was like, I'll take the mic. I'll take the mic. Then she's standing there with a handful of markers. Like, what? Girl, it was so awkward. It was so awkward.
Who had markers in their hand, Kiki or Nell?
Nell had the markers in her hand. She had about 4 markers in her hand, like I guess for her to write or do whatever they were supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So she talked about she had take the mic, and then she took the markers, and I was like, so what are we doing? She started her apologies. She wanted to apologize to everybody for how she acted. If they was over to the thing and watched her throw that cup in that lady face, well, she want to apologize for that. She want to apologize to Kimmy and Maurice because Kimmy, you just went through something so traumatic, and you really I took that moment away from you. And Kimmy and Maurice both was like, I mean, we accept your apology, but that was a month ago. So
you could have called her.
you could have been said something. You
Yeah,
talking about I didn't know
a month later. So you ain't talked to them in all this time, and you told you,
and you coming in here like they're supposed to be glad to see you. At the end of the day, you should have called that lady the next day. I'm sorry, a month later, I kind of don't give a shit, honestly. We ain't even cool anyway. Save it. She talking about she didn't know how to face her. You didn't have to. Like you said, you could have picked up the phone and ended all of that.
Day, I apologize. I shouldn't have acted like that at your house.
She apologized to Tisha. Now talking about Tisha, do you accept her apology? Tisha says, sure. Like, bitch, I'm still trying to process the fact that what are we doing?
Right. Why is she here? And if you would have told me,
I would have stayed the fuck home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, you're not gonna slap a glass of something in my face and then push this lady on me. I might never talk to this bitch again after that. So yeah, what are you talking about? She walked off. She didn't want to hear that shit no more, and I don't blame her. Now Nell's sitting up there being all emotional, like she didn't even mean to do that. And Marcel, I'm gonna even say this. I was very happy to see Marcel like take care of Tisha this time. Like he went and did what the fuck he was supposed to do, and you know what I'm saying? And like check on her and see if she good. And she felt played because you was played because that was not right how they did that. She like, well, do y'all want her here? Okay, Dr. Jackie and them. Why we do that?
Why you ain't ask her when you got that phone call when you told Fletcher that night? Why didn't you go over there to Tisha and say, look, Kiki called me and she's asking X, Y, and Z. I'm not gonna tell her okay till I get the clear from y'all.
Because I was there. This ain't something I heard about. I was there when she did that shit.
Mm-mm.
Then I was like, so Kiki, you called the night before, you called the day before. Like when they showed that her and Mel having that conversation, and Mel was like, well, call what you call it? See, you know, what's up?
And see, this is her whole thing. She said she didn't call the night before. So that was that.
So why didn't you say something then? I mean, I would have been like, I didn't
Because
call
she
you
was
last
told
night.
to clean it up. That's what that whole argument's been going on Facebook.
I
Because
was
she's
looking
been
at
told to
her
clean it
like
up.
Kiki. I'm okay, Kiki. Because I'm looking at it like she went over Mel's and she's like, so what's going on with the group? And Mel tells her what's going on with the group. And now she's like pressuring her, like, I want to talk to Tisha and fix everything. And Mel is like, she threw that shit up on Nell. That's her trip. Call her and see, you know, if it's okay. But I was like, so then you waited like 2 weeks later and then call her after they like got to. Well, that's dumb. I'm not saying that. Clean what up? No, 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 no. I did it. I called her before that. And Mel, not Mel, Nell, you should have called that girl as soon as Kiki called you, whether it was 2 weeks ago or yesterday or whenever it was. You should have said,
No,
what you said.
I'm sorry. Nell was being messy this whole trip. Nell knew, because she said it last week. She knew Kiki was coming. And she told Fletcher, and Fletcher was like,
Hell
tell her
no,
she
don't
can't.
do it. It
You know what
ain't.
I'm saying? Nell knew she was gonna do that damn couple shit at the mail told her, I'm not doing that shit. Nell, you was being real messy this whole damn trip.
I feel like I want them to stop just because production tell you to do something, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's not worth the risk. I'm not risking no real friendship for some bullshit that y'all trying to get me to do. I'm not doing that. She already said she'll go on the trip, but not, you know, and I would have told her, hey, they're gonna do this couples therapy thing. The lady kind of, it was wrapped up in a group therapy, but we don't need therapy, child. We good. We all agreed to tolerate each other. Kiki was like, after Dale told her, look, I talked to Tisha and them, and they said, I really want you to stay in the house. And Kiki is like, well, I mean, I'm good on not being here, but I'm not going anywhere though. I'm like, that's weird. Like you walked in there, everybody was not happy to see you.
She came in with a stank attitude. Let's be real. The whole being dramatic and everything, it was I'm finna act like this because I know it irritates them. You know what
Not
I'm
only that,
saying?
like Kiki, you've never really been a core part of the group ever. Like this is not something we ain't seen. We seen the Whitlows on groups, and if it's gonna be a couples thing, then where's your husband? You came in there with an issue with people,
Because he ain't playing them games.
girl.
He ain't playing no reindeer games. And like I said, her whole attitude coming in, like I said, with all the extraness, it was done on purpose. Cause you know that irritates the hell
Tisha.
out of Tisha. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that was irritating the hell out of me because she looked fool.
And I believe that Stormy knew too that she was coming on a
Is
trip.
that why she got another house?
I believe
Knew
so.
that wasn't gonna be a thing. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, at the end of the day, Stormy, you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Marcel like was telling Mel because Mel is like trying to act like what is she coming back out here or what's going on? You can't be in the middle, Mel. You know that wasn't right. You can't be in the middle. of, you know, and I know you don't care, but you know, you kind of threw that shit in Nell's bag, but you could have told
But
Tisha.
she knew too. You encouraged her to
Go
contact
to call
Nell.
Nell. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all,
Um,
everybody knew but them two, I believe. I mean, Martell don't know shit. He done.
I don't know if Maurice
But
and Kimmy knew.
no, Maurice and Kimmy didn't know. No, okay. Stormy knew, Nell knew, Mel knew.
Well, because Kiki probably called up Stormy after and was
And
like, y'all
Stormy,
going to Houston? Yeah, Stormy was like, just come, because me and Courtney gonna have another house anyway. They can't tell you not, that's where that came from. They can't tell you
and
not to
she
be there.
called Mel when she was on her way.
Who, Kiki?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they knew. That's for damn sure.
Them three knew. Them
Um,
three knew for sure.
Marcel was telling Mel, like, just like you don't want to be around Martell, that's the same way Tisha feel. And she's like, well, she was actually very understanding, but now all of a sudden, like Martell is in his feelings. So he wanted to change the whole
I didn't
subject.
understand that. I don't know where that came from. And this is why I said I'm not going on no more trips with Nell and Mel. I mean Martell. Mel and Martell. I'm not them as a couple. That's why I said why are they together?
I was like, I'm not listening to this shit. I think the way Marceau said it without saying his name, you know what I'm saying? And Martell is kind of dumb. So he's over there like, are you talking about me? Whatever that shit is. And then they started screaming match between him and Nell, all that screaming. I was like, Chris, what the fuck? Why are you letting
I was
him?
thinking the same thing. Like you letting him talk to Nell like this and you just sitting your ass
Ain't
back.
no way. Ain't no way. Not around here. Not my man. He
Mm-hmm.
would have been like, bruh, I don't know what you got going
I don't know
on,
who you
but
talking to.
you're gonna need to fix that.
Yeah.
Right. Um, I mean, he was hollering and screaming at all the men. I'm not gonna just, even though Courtney didn't say shit, he was screaming at Stormy. He was
Mm-hmm.
screaming at the women, except Kimmy, who somehow thinks that, I don't know, did the chicken come before the egg? And if you cheat on your husband or if he cheats on
That
you,
heifer. Okay. Kimmy. That's that bullshit right there.
if one spouse cheats on another, is that fair game? Stormy's like, yeah,
Hell
when you
yeah.
moved out.
Hell yeah. He didn't only cheat, he had a whole relationship. This ain't like he went and got a booty call. He had a whole
No, and it went
relationship
on
with this
forever.
bitch.
And then he goes ask Mel, like, did you, was you cheating when you broke up? Well, no, because she was trying to get back with her husband. Mel was thought, she thought she was done.
She said when she stepped out, she had already moved out. Or she moved to somewhere. It don't matter. I don't give a because you already know how I feel.
Besides all that, Martell, the lady said you never even made her ooh wee. So what are we talking about anyway? Marcel, Marcel tells Mel that Tisha feels betrayed because she feel like, girl, you knew and you spoke to her about this. And so, she apologizes. It's all whatever, Her and Tisha don't have no issue. I guess probably by the time the reunion comes around, we'll see that that's probably not true anymore. But they should have told her. That's how I feel about that. Martell is still screaming. And then Chris is like, you know what? Let's just forget this whole team building thing altogether. Let's just go ride the horses. Everybody change their clothes and we out because this is stupid. I know Martell was so heated. It went on and on and on and on and on. Chris said we was trying to throw Kiki out, but then Martell had to make it all about him. So that's now she's just hanging around. And that was very weird. I was like, so who did she ride with? Did she ride with production?
Stormy.
Was that awkward or was it just me? Because I was like,
So they were
so
all coupled up and she's standing there by herself. Why would you even want to be there like that?
I don't want to be around people that don't want me there.
Mm-mm.
Everybody picks a horse but Kimmy. She's scared. So she stands around talking to the therapist lady because I don't know, because she feels like she is a therapist of some kind and they understand each other. I've never met anybody that afraid of horses, but I guess so.
Yeah. They is tall though. Like if you walk
I
up
mean, they're
on them,
big,
they're
but
big.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're mean.
And
Like, I get it,
Stormy,
but
let Courtney big ass have
why
that
was Stormy
horse.
trying to take the big horse?
You
Girl,
know
fuck.
he can't get, he'll fuck up a little ass pony. Get
I
your ass
mean,
on the pony.
he looked big on that horse.
Right.
I'm like, Stormy just be trying to get her way just for the sake of getting her way. So they sitting down for this group therapy session, and the therapist asked basically what's going on with the group because y'all's energy seemed tense. Where did she get that from?
What's her
She
name?
was
Kimmy?
hanging out with Kimmy.
Kimmy didn't give her the whole lowdown shit.
Like, you weren't even around these people. They showed up and got on horses, and then Kimmy what filled you in on all the drama.
Hell yeah.
So, well, whatever Kimmy didn't tell her, Nell then picks up and tells her, like, this lady came over to this lady's house and threw a drink at her. And then I turned around and invited her to the trip. And now everybody's mad at me because I done messed up the whole thing. And now they're, feeling some type of way. And then Stormy chimes in with her 2 cents, like, I feel like Kiki, like, was really coming with good energy and positive energy in a good place. And
No, she wasn't.
no, she wasn't. Stormy, shut the fuck up. And Marcel was pretty much like, I mean, we ain't gave up on her like as a family member, it's love, but at the end of the day, you can't force somebody to accept your apology just because you said it. And I could say, okay, but that doesn't mean I have to be around you. She had asked, the therapist had asked Kiki before that, do you have anything to say? And first she said, do you think your coming here had any impact on Tisha? She like, look, I said sorry. Like, I don't know what after I say sorry, then that's it. And I can't have no control over what these people want to do over here. Nah, I ain't got nothing. I have nothing to say. I was like, so again, Kiki. What did you come for? What did you expect? You expected Tisha to be cool? And y'all ain't talked? And she don't want you on her show. And let's be clear, it's her show, Kiki. That's why you standing over there walking around looking a fool.
Yep.
Marcel said the relationship has become abusive between Kiki and Tisha. Yeah.
It has.
Because
They said they didn't fought.
they physically fought. I don't have no cousins that I fought with. Have you physically fought any of your cousins? I bet you if I did, we would probably not ever talk again. Like, it wouldn't be no bunch of times where I was going to tell a story, but I'll refrain from that anyway.
Oh.
I know some cousins who have fought and other things happened.
They made up. They were around each other.
They made up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not me, but matter of fact, I think I was more upset than the people that were involved in the conversation after shit took place. But hey, let them people do what they want to do. Kiki thinks the people in the group are judging her based on that action that she threw the water. And like, they don't understand like all the things that she had to put up with from Tisha to get her to that point. And I'm like, again, Kiki, then why are you here? We don't care, honestly.
And with all of that, you still came on her show.
And you're still trying. You still trying to do it. And if we go
and the moment
it,
you came on her show, the very first time we seen you, you was talking shit. The very first time.
No, actually the first time she came, she wasn't. She was talking shit to Kimmy about not having Tisha's back. And then, then you flipped it.
I thought the first time we saw her, she was at Mel's party.
No, we saw her before that because she came on the show with
she was at the birthday party in the park. I forget about that.
But she was on her. Y'all was confronting Marceau about saying other side of the tracks, and Y'all was Kurt
Mhm.
and the brother, and y'all was confronting Kimmy about not having her back. And to be honest, if you would have stayed having your cousins back, things would have been completely different because nobody liked what you did. So you could keep talking about all these years of built up energy. This is her show. I don't care how many times you tell this stupid fucking story on everybody's platform that will let you talk.
But she doing it.
Well, that's how the show ended. She said she's sorry. She apologized, but she ain't sorry. That's what she said.
And Tisha said, God said go.
Now
And that's
that was
fucked
funny.
up.
Now that was funny. And I was like, and did. That's how she feel.
Yep. Yep.
Marcel was like, listen, I don't know, like it's time to just like the relationship has become abusive and maybe it's time to just put it in God's hand. And Tisha said, and God said, go.
She
Two best
done.
lines this season is that one God said go, and when Maurice said that this nigga need to go to Africa by himself. Those are my two favorite things I heard. Yeah. Yeah, that's how that ended. Kiki, go back home. Whatever they was trying to do,
Go home.
it just didn't do what it was supposed to do.
Mm-mm.
And I don't
The
know
big fail.
why production thinks that that shit is entertaining. That shit is not entertaining. It did not feel good to sit there and watch Tisha be blindsided by that you like you said, I would have just didn't come if I had known that.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm. But this whole season, they have been trying to put her against Tisha, starting with the rumors and all of that. It's
but
been
again,
this whole
Kiki, you
season.
didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that.
She enjoys doing that.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly. I'm like, she came in here and she hugged everybody. Tisha turned her back. Like there she couldn't be more,
She's
caught
over it.
off guard.
Tisha is at a point right now that I don't know what's going on with her. She's told y'all she's stressed out. We see she's gaining this weight. She's sick of all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So she's at the point where she just ain't for the bullshit. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you. You know what I'm saying?
And
She's
not for
done with
nothing,
it.
like, okay, y'all sit up here, and this woman got on my last nerve. Y'all sit up here and got rid of Wanda, and then Kiki actually assaulted this lady. I don't care what y'all call it. What was it, that cup or any of those things? That's what she did. She should have been not asked to come back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was too much. You took that shit too far. So at least when Wanda was there, she had Tisha's back. However, however she know how to as Wanda. Wanda's kind of
And one thing
toxic, but
about Wanda mouth is off the chain. Kiki gets violent.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it ain't the first time. Y'all both didn't talk about situations to where it took that turn. You know what I'm saying? So
That's what I said. I ain't never fought no cousin before, and if I did, one thing I will say, if y'all was cool, how they supposedly was cool. If you fight, like physically fight, the relationship is gonna be forever changed. Like how we going, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that you and me together have some type of energy that will take us to a level where we gonna start putting hands on each other. So, like Martell, for instance, all that screaming he be doing, when do you de-escalate, bro? Because you was hollering and screaming directly at all those women. You did not give Marcel that same energy. You had your hand, and Marcel was like, "Man, what is you standing over here for?"
It's too much.
We want to argue about cheating with your ex-wife. Anyway, next week it looked like we're gonna end the season with Stormy's family fighting. I don't care. I don't know those
We
people.
forgot all about them.
Why is you bringing
Why are
now?
we
It's more
circling
cousins
back?
and shit. Don't care.
We couldn't
So
finish that a couple of weeks, like when it first happened. We going back to it.
it's not like watching people fight that we don't know is not. We ain't gonna feel no type of way. We don't know those people. We know her mother's evil, so it's probably her fault.
And then, like I said, when we talked about that, that was weeks ago. So if whatever interest I had in it then, it's gone. But now it's like you bringing them back,
What happened, girl?
right?
People over here. I don't know why Mel and Martell are having a conversation. Hopefully that won't last.
Why?
We don't need it. We know what's going on.
It's over.
I think it's kind of messed up. I feel like production be making her shoot these scenes with him, even though all of that stuff is going on. So that's messed up. And Tisha and Marcel are arguing about her office. Girl, is you going back to being a housewife or
She
not?
just said she was gonna be a housewife. Why do you
Why
need
do
an
you need the
office?
office? Put an office in your house. Like you've got several
Girl.
houses. Build the office over there.
Mm-hmm. Child.
What I said, y'all. Is D gonna close us out?
He gone.
Well, then you close us out.
Smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
y'all.